A call has come in from a fisherman who has reported a shooting involving a grizzly bear in the high country. Wardens Joe Cambick and Terry Althouse are assigned to investigate. Today, they hope to find answers to exactly what happened in this bear encounter.
They were under the impression you could go quite a ways with a pickup up behind the gate.
So maybe what we'll do is we'll drive our trucks past that lock gate just a little ways, so they're out of sight. I know we can get the four-wheeler up there a ways. It gets pretty rocky, but I think we can do it. Okay. It'll be boulder climbing. Everything going that way is the game range, and I think this is going back into forest, according to the map. Most of the time, the lower lake's easy to get to. It's the upper one that's a little bit more difficult. There's supposed to be a trail somewhere, but I can never find it, and so it's difficult to bushwhack through there, but through boulders and deadfall and timber and nastiness in there.
Bear attacks in the wilderness are probably the most feared encounters for the public. David Galkey is a veterinarian in Anaconda, Montana, and has years of experience fishing the mountain lakes. He has encountered bears in the past, but not a brown bear like this.
But I've never had one where he's seen me from 200 yards away and then chased me down. And I heard a woof. Bear had come up behind me. It's like, oh shoot, this is a bear. So I just froze, and it's like, this is gonna hurt. Nothing happened, so I stood up and turned around. 10 yards behind me was this brown bear looking straight at me, eyeball to eyeball, shoulder to shoulder, not looking to go left or right. He was looking straight at me. I'm thinking, oh no, this isn't good.
This case has more than a few questions. Was it actually a grizzly bear? Are there any bear cubs to consider? And will the shooting scene match the incident report that was filed?
This is kind of the unknown. We don't know if it's a grizzly or a black bear. We don't know if there's cubs or any other bears up there.
What if they're cubs from this year? The question could be different than if they're yearling cubs.
We just got to go up and take a look. We know that there's a dead bear of some kind. We know that it was shot by a fisherman. We don't know whether we got to investigate to make sure it was a legitimate shoot, that he was actually protecting himself. And that's what we got to do.
200 miles to the northwest, just outside Kalispell, Montana, Region 1 Wardens will be conducting annual firearms certification training. Amongst those who wear a badge for a living, game wardens are unique individuals. They must be able to do a variety of tasks well in a short order. Wardens are protectors of public safety, wildlife, and nature. They also need to be able to turn on a dime and become a stealthy, backcountry Sherlock Holmes, if you will. A great deal of this is learned from intensive training exercises.
I'm going to be out with Montana plate FWP 652.
How you guys doing? Go, good! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop it down! Drop it! Hands in the air! Hands in the air! Turn around!
Those guys are your friends, and they got to be cuffed. Check, cuff.
Try to train throughout the year for various different things. We've got some requirements that we got to maintain for some basic certifications or policies.
We want to get to that gut level of, is our training really effective?
Good. And I didn't shoot because you gave me loud verbal commands immediately. Now, I didn't respond to them initially, but
experts will tell you that to be good at this work, wardens must be able to see the big picture fast and establish exactly what's going down and quickly make the right choices. Those choices must result in safety and mission success. Captain Lee Anderson leads this operation. He's been with the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Law Enforcement Division for 15 years and works in Region 1.
In this training, we're trying to do some stuff that's pretty high intensity. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's game on, and it's going to be pretty exciting.
No situation will ever duplicate what they're going to find in the field. I remember the first time I wrote a ticket, I was nervous, my hand was shaking. It sure didn't seem to go very good. The more I did it, the more relaxed I got.
The trainers and facilitators know that while there are particular objectives for each situation, there are different ways to get the job done.
If you've done things 100 times the same way, maybe there's a different way we can look at it. And sometimes it's the younger wardens who bring that to our attention. It's like, hey, I did it this way, what's wrong with that?
You know, officer safety is a real key thing when you're dealing with this stuff, especially when you're by yourself out in the middle of nowhere.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Near Anaconda, Montana, game wardens are investigating a shooting in the backcountry of what a fisherman claims to have been a brown bear. And in a field training exercise, a warden checking a campsite is confronted by an armed assailant.
This is just a truck that generally matches the description.
And the tent's part of it. All this is part of it.
All of it except for the cameraman.
Okay.
Anybody in camp? Montana Game Warden. How we doing? Hey, why don't you hold the stop there? I just want to talk to you for a minute. Montana Game Warden, drop it! Drop it! Time! Clear? Typically, we don't see a guy just taking off running for their tent, so, you know, my truck was back there, so I got behind cover and he was coming at me pointing a gun. So when I got to the truck, I realized he was holding a weapon. I wanted to confirm he was holding a gun, not something else.
Other option, from this point, what was your thinking of this individual when he came out? Make good verbal command, perfect. What are you doing? Hey, hold it, stop. What other option could you have done?
I mean, one option I thought about for a second was to cut him off before he got to the tent. I wanted to make sure there was a reason, you know, to pull my weapon. I'm never gonna pull my weapon unless I intend to use it.
Perfect on that. Great use of cover, perfect position. So
Thanks.
It's designed either way.
All right.
And that's just the way it plays out, depends on how the guy's working.
Okay.
So good.
All right.
Excellent, good shooting.
For Montana game wardens, it is rare for them to have the need to use their firearm in a typical day-to-day situation, but they are trained to use force if necessary.
Go!
Region 2 wardens are doing annual qualifications with live rounds. Some of the most important parts of this training are personal safety and maintaining standards of firearms proficiency.
Begin! You should be scanning and breathing at the end of every round, okay?
Okay, go ahead and reload at 5, and make sure you have 5 additional available for a speed reload up here, okay?
Line's hot!
Are you ready?
Yep.
The line's hot. Begin. That's pretty good. You dropped one down there a little low somewhere off the target, but 4 out of 5 hit. It's good job. Your first one was right in there. Nice shot. Yeah. Let's put up new targets on all 4 of these.
Up next, shotguns.
Okay, is the line ready? Cover your target. You will do a combat reload. After you do that, on command, you'll tactically move to the 10-yard line. It's 3 standing, 2 kneeling, just like at the 25. You guys good on that? Okay, begin. Okay, weapons are clear. Advance and score target. Good shooting, buddy. Thanks, man. Good shooting. Big hands for Ezra. That's a good job. Well,
were you 8 of 8 up there, by the way?
No.
100 miles to the east, just outside Warm Springs, Montana, Warden Joe Cambick has set up a saturation patrol for the waterfowl opener. The Pacific Flyway brings in migrating birds that fly through Montana airspace each year. At the Warm Springs waterfowl area just outside Anaconda, Montana, the season is just getting underway, and waterfowl hunters who have been coming here for years, well, they know all the good spots. Game wardens have come out for opening day. They'll check licenses, ammunition, shotguns, and bird limits. They will also have Justin Singletary undercover to observe hunter activity.
That's going to be the first thing we look for, is shooting too early. Wow, it's 6:38, so I think shooting lights at 7. $7:27, half an hour before that. So really what I want to do is just go all the way down to the end and kind of see who's around, and we'll probably head back and kind of get in the center of all this. There's people everywhere. We'll just kind of start getting stuff ready and see if we can't hear any early shots. This is one of the things we're going to be looking for today, and I almost forgot my own. It's the plug for the shotgun, so that you can only put 3 shotgun shells in the magazine of the shotgun. So another thing we're going to be looking for is if people are using still shot, they have to be using still shot. So you can't have any lead shot on your person. It doesn't really matter where we go, so we're just going to walk down here and just kind of sit and watch and listen for a little bit. So that's about 1 minute before.
Waterfowl hunting opening day has just begun in the pre-dawn light, but it can be lethal in these conditions for both wardens and excited hunters with shotguns being fired in close proximity. Coming up on Wardens, will there be trouble in the high country bear investigation? Wardens descend on the Warm Springs waterfowl area in Montana's Deer Lodge Valley for opening day. They are saturating the area, checking licenses, as well as conducting an undercover operation. It's just after 7 a.m., and Warden Joe Cambick is on the scene.
Hello, man. Your side's really busy. Mike's side is really slow. So this way, a lot of shooting going on. If you need something, give a shout.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna sit here for a little bit longer, and we might move and check out another pond. But yeah, I think this is way busier than last year.
All right, dude. Bye. I think most of them sounds like most of the shootings between pond 2 and 3, so.
I think we're all getting antsy.
The undercover operation finds Warden Justin Singletary looking for the best location to make contact and get a read on hunter activity.
And try to get to some higher ground. See if we can see what's going on. We're gonna poke our heads in over here. Seems like all the shooting's going on over here. There's a lot of people here. Coming out to check these guys, you know, they're really hard to see. They're down in the reeds, and you'll almost walk right past them sometimes. Well, when you're out here duck hunting, you gotta be careful, you know, being in close proximity to another hunter, or another hunter not knowing where you're at, and they shoot too low or something like that. So you gotta keep really good control of the situation. We got a hunter coming over right now. So we kind of got this one dialed in. There's 5 hunters over here. We should start moving around and checking some other stuff, see if we can see something going on. Oh, I hope you guys have some more luck.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll get good. Have any luck?
Yeah, no, I ain't got any.
No. Good deal. We're gonna try to move somewhere else. We're not in your way.
For Warden Justin Singletary to be successful as an undercover agent, he needs to blend in, and that can be difficult to do.
I got made.
250 miles to the northwest in Region 1, Wardens continue their simunitions training. Using simunition guns, which are real service guns decommissioned and adapted to shoot paint bullets, trainers want to give wardens the upper hand under intense firefighting situations.
And I know our first instinct is to take care of our partner, but if we have these two down, that's our threat.
Montana is an open carry state, so wardens coming in contact with armed individuals is not unusual. Captain Lee Anderson's wardens train for any possibility.
Today what we're training is in simunitions, and this is some really good high-speed, real-life, practical training that we're doing. You know, you're basically carrying a real converted firearm that instead of shooting a bullet shoots basically a little paintball at about 400 feet per second. And there is a little bit of pain associated with it if you do get hit. It's just a great way to get a real life scenario without obviously using real ammo.
A shotgun is going to be blue, the pistol is going to be blue, the revolver is going to be blue. You get 2 good hits on the bad guy, so it'll be hit, hit, move. When you move, you decock the pistol. And then we're going to bust right into the cover drill, which is going to be an absolute gunfight.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Montana game wardens are training with federal agent Rick Branzell in a cover drill situation using simunition, a brand of paintball rounds adapted for training in special firearms.
Get on the ground! Hit, move!
Go to him, John.
Parallel him. Front sight, man, front sight. Front sight, Dan, pick up your front sight. Hit! Hit! Oh! Talk!
John, come over. See what he did? He moved with an unloaded gun. Slide his block back.
Hit! Stop! Decock and holster.
Taking your helmet off. Got the adrenaline dump going, see?
That's pretty fun.
Here you go.
250 miles to the southeast in Region 2, Warden Joe Cambick recruits a little help in his district. It's opening day of waterfowl hunting in Montana's Deer Lodge Valley. Game wardens are conducting a saturation patrol to see that bird hunting resources are being maintained by the considerable numbers of hunters who come here.
It's first day of waterfowl season. Within your first couple of checks, you got to be on top of your game and to make sure that you're safe and you're doing your job correctly and adequately. Checking waterfowl hunters is almost like doing a boat check. Everything you got to remember, from a plug to steel shot, non-toxic shot, licenses, state license, federal license, birds, a lot going on all at once. Oh, they're excited. They must have got themselves a coot.
So how law-abiding are the hunters here? Part of that is difficult to determine. Warden Justin Singletary has gone undercover and talks with Warden Joe Cambick, who's working the access points to these ponds.
You in on that action?
Yeah, I would definitely say that this group needs to be checked eventually. I think I'm sitting in an ant bed, so that's awesome. All right, man, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
With a variety of birds in the area and how they are tallied up, well, it can be a little confusing. Warden Aaron Berg is going to check a group of hunters on their way out.
Oh! How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Hey, pretty good. How was your morning?
It was fun.
Yeah?
Tired now.
Are you?
Oh, we're tired.
Yeah. Well, we'll do some checking once you catch your breath. Okay, do you got your duck stamp with you, your bird stamp?
I'm only 15.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, he's only 15.
Gotcha. You are only 15. And then I can just check your gun real quick if it's clean.
Yeah.
Yep, you're good. Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Appreciate it. And then your harvested birds are where? So you've got 5 hen mallards.
5 hen mallards, because we're allowed 2 apiece.
4 teal.
And we're allowed 2 apiece on those.
Mm-hmm. And what's that, a shoveler or whatever?
Yeah, we're wondering about that. Is that what they're called,
I
shovel
think so,
nose?
yeah. Yeah, it's got to be a male shoveler.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Man, you guys had a great day, so. Yep, well, very cool, guys. Well, I'll let you get on your way so you can get home, okay? Congrats.
Yeah.
All right.
When we return, it's back to the bear investigation, which took place a couple of weeks prior to the waterfowl opener, and Warden Cambick is turning up evidence.
He said he shot 2 or 3 times. Well, I think I see 4 brass already right there, so that's how shook up he is.
A fisherman is reported being confronted by and shooting a grizzly bear near Barker Lake in the Pentler Mountains. Wardens Terry Aldhouse and Joe Cambick are moving deep into the backcountry to investigate the situation.
So it'll go up here, and it'll go up for a ways, and then it flattens out, and then it'll kind of drop into the creek. And I know we can go that far. Take my pistol and a couple of knives.
This case has more than a few questions. Was it actually a grizzly bear? Are there any bear cubs to consider? And will the shooting scene match the incident report that was filed?
There's just a bunch of unanswered questions we're gonna have to figure out when we get there. You know, because if a guy's gonna shoot a bear in self-defense, there better not be any holes in his So I'm just thinking, we'll look to make sure that there's all the bullet holes are in the front of it. So I got it marked in my GPS, you got it marked in yours.
But it's probably going to be a circuitous route around that ridge, so a couple miles.
I almost think we're going to make better time hoofing it from here.
For Wardens, the investigation process in the backcountry has its own challenges. Just getting there can be dangerous. The terrain is treacherous, it's traversing mountains, and though uncertain conditions not mentioning being a part of the food chain.
So you want to go to the lake, the lower lake, and then try to go around the back of it, see if we can find that trail? Yep. Look at that bear country.
Being stalked and confronted by a large bear in the backcountry, even with the right gear and know-how, is a daunting situation.
I was carrying a 10mm pistol with me on my side. I took it out of the holster, didn't have a shell in it, my hands were wet, tried to put a shell in it, couldn't because my hands slid on the mechanism. So I had to dry my hands off, get a shell in, and then I'm looking at the bear thinking, okay, I'll see if I can scare him. So I did the yelling at him. He just stood there and looked. He never looked left or right, just same thing, straight at me, eyeball to eyeball. So I thought, well, I'll try and scare him. So I pulled up the pistol off to the right-hand side and shot. He just stood there.
The bear chased him all the way around the lake.
He was hyperventilating.
He was scared, chatless. 7,800 feet and climbing. The air's getting a little thin. Getting there. There's bear food here. That's for damn sure. Do we look like Lewis and Clark here or what? It's got to be in that bowl.
It's got to be.
I ain't gonna lie to you, this ain't easy.
After a rigorous hike, the Wardens have finally arrived at Upper Barker Lake. Is it a grizzly, like the fisherman David Gawkey reported?
But you couldn't see it in there until you got right up on it.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. In Region 2, a large bear has stalked and confronted a fisherman. He shot the bear and reported it was a grizzly bear, which are federally protected. So Wardens Joe Cambick and Terry Althouse have hiked up into the rugged high country to investigate the shooting.
From what I can see right here, I mean, this is close call. This is coming close.
The fisherman, Dr. Dave Gawkey, is a veterinarian who has lots of experience with animals and the outdoors. Just how did the bear shooting at Barker Lake go down? To get a better idea, Joe Cambick does a phone interview.
I walked down that trail, and then
Myself and my two dogs went for a horse ride up to what's called Upper Barker Lake. And it's a pretty good fishing lake for mountain trout.
maybe 4 to 5. There should be a trail right along the creek. You kind of.
Fortunately, caught a couple fish right off the bat. Cleaned the fish, put them in my creel, put all my fishing gear together, was kneeling down at the lake to wash my hands for the walk out, and I heard a woof. It's a hoof, hoof, hoof. And he just did it once. He just came up behind me and just hoof.
He came up the trail. He was parallel. He was on the trail. If you walk, because you probably have time to walk down the trail.
And then I'm looking at the bear thinking, okay, I'll see if I can scare him. So I did the yelling at him. He just stood there and looked. He never looked left or right, just same thing, straight at me, eyeball to eyeball. So I thought, well, I've got all my stuff ready to go. I'm just gonna take off and see what happens. So I picked up my backpack with the fishing gear, picked up my creel with the fish in it, and I took off.
I did go over to Lower Bar.
He looks across that lake and he takes off. And I'm thinking, he's gonna come. Amazing thing to watch him pick his head up, look across that lake and make direct eye contact, eyeball to eyeball. And it's like, this is it. It's one of those things you just know it's gonna happen.
Oh, so you were facing the lake, so I gotta get below it here.
So I'm thinking, well, I'll drop the fish on the trail, maybe he'll stop for the fish. So I watch the bear, he's running, full out bear lope, as fast as he can go. Goes right over the top of the creel, never breaks stride.
He's at you, and you start firing from 10 to 12 yards away. You hit him, and he rolls himself into the creek.
I fire one shot. Unfortunately, that shot hit him in the back and broke his back and put him down.
I can kind of see the picture now, what happens. I see this trail that you're talking about, and I can see kind of how it happened.
Yep, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
So to go from being hunter to hunted is quite a flip too.
If you go back here, you'll find where he fired the warning shots. First shot, he fired in the air. He said it didn't do anything. Second shot, he fired into the dirt in front of it. It backed off 15, 20 yards.
Well, Joe asked me, was it a big bear? I said, when he's chasing you, it's a damn big bear.
And according to his story, it comes around the corner and it ends up right here. Starts sending lead down range. Well, he said the bear immediately went down. I'm trying to find something that indicates that the bear took its first round right in here somewhere. Blood, hair, anything. Where he finally shot the bear was 10 to 12 yards from where he was at. So somewhere in this radius, we ought to find some brass. Yep, yes, okay, score. So that kind of helps me out. Well, it appears to me that his brass is right here.
I thought I hit him 3 times because I saw 3 blood spots on his side. But when they did the autopsy, I think they only found 2 bullets in him.
Well, now we know how the bear shooting went down at Barker Lake. But the question remains, was it a grizzly bear that the fisherman had to nearly fight off? In western Montana, it's the waterfowl hunting season opening day, and the shotguns used here can be lethal at close range. So this is a dangerous assignment for game wardens, examining guns at a high risk for accidental shootings as hunters are in close proximity to one another.
It's the first day of duck season. Most game wardens that are out working Their officer safety has got to be the first thing that they start thinking about. You know, a shotgun at close range, it's dangerous. It's that accident that you have to worry about. They're handing guns back and forth to you. There's dogs, there's all kinds of things that's going on all at once, and people lose track of what they're doing. Most of the guns that I checked today for plugs, you know, they were walking out, they were almost to their vehicles, and there was still a shell ready to go. One of our guys today, I mean, he said that he knew that the shot pattern was coming down on top of him or real close to him because these people aren't watching what's in front of them or what's behind them. They focus on that one thing, their target, that's their duck, and no regard for what else is going on around them. When you're checking waterfowl hunters, it's basically up to us to make sure that we know what they're doing all the time so that we don't get hurt.
With this inspection drill, wardens set the tone about hunting in the community and staying within the regulations. That ensures sustainable waterfowl hunting for the future.
Hello. I'm waiting to hear from you.
Me and 210 are up here on the roadway. We've got elevation and we're just kind of watching. Yeah, we're actually above the ponds watching everything right now.
I'm gonna try to check some of these guys that are coming out just so I can, you know, check their guns and everything. Hey guys, how's it going? Good. Got it. Is that the duck that he threw? They retrieved it? Okay, all right, good. And a coot.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can I see your gun there real quick? And then everybody's licenses too, please. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yes, okay, so here's what we got going. Here, this is trapping.
Okay.
This is your conservation. You still need that, so don't throw that one away. The only thing you're missing is a $15 federal waterfowl stamp. You can buy them at a post office or at any sporting goods store. Okay. You'll need to go get that before you come out again. Well, you guys can go ahead and put your stuff away. Like I said, this ain't the end of the world. I'll just take care of some paperwork real quick and I'll be right with you. Okay. Waterfowl hunters need to possess two stamps, what we call the state license and the federal waterfowl stamp. He only had his state. He didn't purchase his federal. Either way, you know, he's being good about it. He's not trying to hide anything, so we'll just take care of the ticket and move on.
Everybody's excited to get out for the first day, and we checked some folks. You know, everybody was being pretty good today. There weren't a lot of violations, which is a good thing. I consider that a successful day, even though you don't find any violations. That means everybody was doing what they should with the resource.
"250 miles to the northwest in Region 1, simunition training continues. Here, wardens encounter a vehicle and what turns out to be two armed assailants. Wardens must be ready to respond effectively.
How's it going? Hey, come!
449 FG17. We got shots fired. We have an officer down, suspect down, send backup.
And I want my guys to be trained so that they know how to do the right thing, you know, the right time, with hopefully the best outcome possible.
Get down on the ground.
Obviously, the whole goal of training is to make mistakes while you're training.
You did a lot of wandering around, not doing anything. Bouncing around, gun in, gun out, gun in, gun out.
If the cake's on a different one, we have to be a little more aggressive and assertive. We like to see that too.
Sheriff's Dispatch, FG12. I'm gonna be out with FWP 652. It'll be a white GMC Sierra.
Well, talk to the passenger, talk to the driver, see what's up. How you guys doing? Whoa, God, drop the dog!
Drop the dog! Drop it down! Drop it! Hands in the air! Hands in the air!
At Barker Lake in Montana's high country, a fisherman has shot and killed a bear that repeatedly came after him. He reported that it was a grizzly bear, which are federally protected, so wardens have investigated the shooting and found the bear. The bear that was shot and killed turns out not to be a grizzly, but with the general color of its coat and the situation, you can see how the fisherman might have mistaken it for a grizzly bear. This is a middle-aged, 150-pound male black bear with multiple bullet holes.
Well, there's one right there.
Here's another one.
That one sure would have put him down. He's a cinnamon color. He's got some kind of lighter toward the back, but he's darker. You know, looking at him, he's got some cinnamon on his back, and then he's kind of darker up front. He's got a decent sized head on him.
Yeah, and there's old hair here, these guard hairs that are pretty light.
During open season, all legally killed animals must be packed out. In this case, it was not in open season, and the shooting was ruled in self-defense. The wardens only skin the bear and cut it apart to look for bullet travel. They will move it away from the trails to hopefully avoid other contact between people, predators, or scavengers. Back in Region 1, wardens are training in a truck takedown drill where they do a typical stop to check a vehicle and things go bad very quickly.
Sheriff's Dispatch, FG12. I'm going to be out with FWP 652. It'll be a white GMC Sierra.
Well, talk to the passenger, talk to the driver, see what's up. How you guys doing? Whoa, God, drop the dog!
Drop the dog! Drop it down! Drop it! Hands in the air! Hands in the air! Turn around! Okay, stop. Keep your hands in the air. Do not turn around. Start walking to your left. Side shuffle to your left. Ron, talk to me. Okay, buddy? You're going to your left. Stop! Get down on your knees! Down on your knees! Do it now! Lay on your stomach. Down on your stomach. Arms out to your side. Okay, you okay, Ron? Take cover, Ron, take cover. You okay, buddy? Good. Can you cover these guys? Reload. 449 FG17. We got shots fired. We have an officer down. Suspect down. Send backup. An ambulance, please, to the Bend Ranger Station.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. You are the only guys that brought this guy out over here. Good job.
And this is as close to real as you can get. It really works. It's really effective. We got a real good professional group of trainers, and they know what they're doing. And yeah, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Region 2 Warden Lou Royce works in Darby, Montana, which is arguably the state's best hunting units for trophy mule deer. Administrative duties generally keep a warden captain confined to an office. Today, Jeff Dara is in the field and has just rolled up on a non-resident vehicle.
He left his keys in his truck. He must be close by. You would think. Oh, we got some tracks, don't we? Yeah, looks like a woman. The disappointing part about being in Montana as a law enforcement officer is we got these big things in our way called mountains. And from time to time, you can't get out with a radio or a cell phone. Now, this vehicle looks really suspicious for a lot of reasons. FG24, FG21.
Hey, I got a question for you. Can you copy?
Yeah, 10-4, go ahead.
The area is very, very, very limited to cow elk being harvested. We did check some other hunters down below that said that some hunters were leaving this rig to go pack out a cow elk.
Hey, I'm up here, come up the Moonshine Road, and there's a truck here from North Dakota. They're supposedly packing out a cow elk. I'm reading the regulations. I'm not seeing where there's very many permits. Explain to me what you think. What's the cow season here?
The only way it'd be legal is if they have a permit to hunt from the vehicle. So if it's a youth hunter, 12 to 15, or there are a few permits, but there's like a total in 270 of like 20 permits or something like that.
Yeah, 10-4. It's kind of a weird deal. The truck's sitting right here, tailgate's down, topper's open, windows are open, keys are in the ignition, but nobody around. But we did talk to a very reliable source coming down the hill that said these two guys killed a cow last night and they were packing in to get it out today.
Oh yeah, 10-4. Yeah, hopefully one's a kid. If not, they got an issue.
Yeah, 10-4.
The inside of the rig, kind of, just from my experience, to have some things in there that make a guy think that there could be some things wrong here.
About the only thing it could be would be a juvenile hunter, and I don't know if that's the particular case here. Doesn't really look like that. I'm gonna run the plate and see what we got. As you can see, there's a game cart track right there. There's a track right there that don't belong to me. Here's mine. So you can tell it's a female. Either that or it's a guy wearing pointy shoes with awful little feet. Huh.
750 miles to the east in Region 7, near Glendive, Montana, Warden Steve Marks is investigating a large quantity of pheasant and other game birds left to waste.
Hey Justin, this is Game Warden Steve Marks from here in town. How are you doing? Say, I had a call from a fella that was up to the college here a few days ago, and apparently he called about a bunch of breasted out pheasants that are laying right there by the dorm parking lot, you know, along Taylor Avenue in that deep gully, that ditch right there. And anyways, I went up there and looked, and I mean, there is a pile of birds laying there. And some of the birds are still whole. This bird here is completely whole.
When we return, this case takes an interesting turn.
Okay. And I mean, you're being real good and being honest with me about that. But there was something else that came up regarding deer hunting last year.
Sparsely populated eastern Montana doesn't mean lawbreakers are less likely to get caught. Law-abiding citizens are a tremendous asset to law enforcement and provide additional eyes and ears in the field. Warden Steve Marks received a tip that someone had thrown a large quantity of game birds over a bank at the local college in Glendive, Montana. Warden Todd Enders will be assisting on this investigation.
And they both had the non-resident college student big game combos last year. Okay. And I'm hearing that shot a whitetail buck and all that was ever seen was the head. This supposedly had a father that come up, and I find it's out of the same town in Utah, this Bingham City. So that appears to be him. And he bought a bird license on October 12th.
Okay.
I know there's mourning doves, There's some other kind of bird, I wasn't even sure what it was, but I didn't look at it that long. There's some sharp tails, there's some whole pheasants, there's breasted pheasants, and I mean, there's a lot of birds. But I figured we start with these two guys, try and get them to admit that, you know, get that the dad was here with this other fellow. Figure out who else is hunting with him, who else is involved in throwing these birds down there.
Marks calls the college for permission to retrieve the birds as evidence. He grabs some trash bags and begins to gather and count all the birds.
We've got at least 3 birds here, I believe, that are whole. We got a breasted out one here. We got a whole bunch of birds down at the bottom that are breasted out. So we're going to start collecting up some of these birds. This bird here is completely whole. Maggots are working on this one already. This one looks like probably had the breast removed, but you can see the maggots in there working on it. So it's been here for a while. Same thing, I mean breast removed, but not the thigh. Montana law requires that the thigh needs to be kept. Not doing a very good job of taking the breast. 9. Might be a few more than that original. Yeah, why don't?
750 miles to the west in Region 2, Captain Jeff Dara has come across a suspicious vehicle.
Well, there's a pill bottle with a name on it, probably a date of birth.
Now this vehicle looks really suspicious for a lot of reasons. It's got out-of-state plates on it. The inside of the rig, kind of, just from my experience, has some things in there that make a guy think that there could be some things wrong here. The area is very, very, very limited to cow elk being harvested. We did check some other hunters down below that said that some hunters were leaving this rig to go pack out a cow elk. Between the rig and the out-of-state plates and a cow elk, it's kind of suspicious. So we're definitely going to check this out just to make sure that everything's on the up and up. I think we'll drive back there. I've got a key to the gate, so we'll go back and try to cut some time off on this and get a little closer to them. They may not get out till dark. Thing is, you always, on things like this, your mind kind of goes to what you think it might be, and sometimes it turns out not to be anywhere close, but it's still not right.
Just what will Captain Dara find?
Not sure, but the kid is borderline. He may not be 12. He's pretty young looking.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Western Montana has seen a decline in elk numbers over the past several years, which has been largely attributed to higher predator numbers. That includes mountain lions, bears, both grizzly and black bears, and of course, yeah, the wolves. The southern Bitterroot Valley has suffered tremendously, which has resulted in a limited number of cow elk to be harvested.
Well, today we were in the 270 hunting district, and we were in this Moonshine drainage, and we saw a vehicle that looked kind of suspicious. Kind of looks like it might be a man and a woman. The windows were open and had an out-of-state plate that was just expired, and so we got, what do we got for residency issues, potentially. It's pretty hard to kill a cow in here, so we got that issue. Maybe transfer of a license. There's a high degree for something to be wrong. I think we'll drive back there. I've got a key to the gate, so we'll go back and try to cut some time off on this and get a little closer to them. They may not get out till dark. We went in behind the locked gate and drove the road. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the same kind of beer that was in the back of the truck. And it's a fairly fresh can. We're gonna leave that there right now, but we'll pick that up on the way back and I'll bag it and we'll talk to them about it. That looks like a same, it's kind of ironic that it's not a real common beer around here, and it's the same as the 12-pack container in the back seat of their vehicle. So that's a littering case right there, probably.
Back to the east in Glendive, Montana, Warden Steve Marks has contacted a potential suspect believed to have thrown several pheasants and sharp-tailed grouse in a ditch without taking all the meat.
Hey, I received a tip about a bunch of breasted out pheasants in the ditch up by the local college here. And when we investigated it, Warden Enders and myself, and they just breasted the birds out, which is a violation of Montana law because they're required to keep at least the breast and thigh meat from the birds. Yeah, 6 sharp-tails.
Over 60 birds have been collected from this case and all loaded into Warden Marks' truck as evidence. Warden Marks makes an attempt to contact the suspected violator.
Okay, I got the answering machine. I may just go open the dorm here and try and find the dorm supervisor and see if he knows that this kid's around. It's him calling back. Hello. Is this? Hey, this is Game Warden Steve Marks from Glendive. How are you doing? I'm real good. Say, I was hoping to visit with you for a minute. Are you at the dorm or?
Both of the suspects agree to meet with the wardens to answer a few questions. They will be separated and interviewed by Wardens Marks and Enders.
Todd was going to visit with you. He's a warden out of Baker. Okay. And see, I'll visit with you for a second, okay? I'd just like to visit with you guys about your hunting a little bit, about some of the hunting that's going on up here at the college. And part of my job before I start asking a bunch of questions is I do always have to advise guys of the Miranda warning. So, just so you're aware of that. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish one. Do you understand these rights? I do.
Hunters or persons in possession of game animals or game birds are prohibited from wasting or rendering unfit for human consumption any part of that game that is defined as suitable for food.
Have you done any hunting at all?
We have.
Okay. What have you done for hunting?
We hunted doves a little bit for a minute, and then hunted some sharpies.
Okay.
And then We hunted pheasants.
Okay. How have you done?
We've done pretty good.
Yeah. What have you taken for birds then?
Just pheasants.
How many do you know?
I mean, can I guess?
Yeah. I mean, whatever you think.
20 or so.
Okay. So you've done pretty good then.
Yeah, we've shot. Yeah.
Okay. Who's all hunted with you?
Just me and that's it, I believe. I mean, our coach, he's gone out with us a time or two, but like just once or twice, I believe.
Okay. When you guys get your birds, where do you clean them at?
We clean them out here.
Just right here at the dorm, or?
Yeah. I know when other kids go out, they bring their birds out here too, so we just figured it's just,
okay.
We can do that too.
Just clean them right in the parking lot, or?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do with carcasses when you get clean the birds?
We throw them away, and then like some kids and then sometimes we throw them down in the ditch, because we've seen kids do that before too.
Okay. We have minimum amounts of the bird that you have to take home and consume.
Like possession and stuff, possession limits.
Well, yeah, I mean your possession limit is 9 birds, but in Montana you're required to eat certain parts of the bird. If you kill a bird, and with deer, it's the same thing, you got to eat certain parts of the deer. Now, are you aware of our requirements?
I'm not.
For birds? Okay.
What do you mean requirements?
Well, in Montana, our waste law says that you have to consume what's considered the edible portions of the bird. And what they consider the edible portions on like a grouse or a pheasant is the breast and the thigh meat. Okay.
So you want us to take the legs off too?
Yeah, you have to by law. You have to take the thighs. Okay.
That's really good to know, because I honestly didn't know that.
Well, yeah, I mean we got a little bit of an issue, but I mean you're being honest with me about things, but because we got a bunch of birds down in the ditch, and you know, none of them have had thigh meat removed.
Okay.
And you said you've taken about 20 birds this year?
I would say,
yeah.
I'd say that, yeah.
Okay. So it's safe to say that probably about 20 of those are yours?
Mine are, yeah. I mean, because I've killed 20.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know how many down there. I know some kids throw theirs down there too.
750 miles to the west in Region 2, Captain Jeff Dara is hot on the trail of a potentially illegally harvested elk.
In this district, we only have 5 cow permits issued, and so the only other people that can kill a cow elk would be a youth 15 or under, or a handicapped person with a permit to hunt from a vehicle.
Jeff continues driving further up the trail.
Well, we found the game part here at the end of the road. I guess we're in the right location. So that tells us that this is where they're going to pack the meat too, is this game card. And I don't know if there's any meat on it or not. We'll go up there and take a look. I don't see the hunters at this time. It's still suspicious on what they're packing out, who shot what, and it's a cow. So we still need to figure out or get to some conclusion here of it's a cow elk, who shot it, and was illegal. Well, I guess we'll follow the trail and see where it leads us. Yeah, we can hear voices down there at the bottom. Sounds like a female voice and a male.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. There's several unanswered questions today. Region 7 Warden Steve Marks has found a large pile of game birds and has 2 suspects under oath for questioning. Then in Region 2, Captain Jeff Dara has come across a suspicious vehicle, which has led him to travel behind a closed gate to investigate further.
We went in behind the locked gate and drove the road to the very end, and at the very end there was a game cart. Well, I guess we'll follow the trail and see where it leads us. Yeah, we can hear voices down there at the bottom. Sounds like a female voice and a male. I don't know. We only got 2 people down there or what? They're probably within 100 yards of us here. We're just waiting for them to pop out. Oh, this is good. This has a high potential for a violation. Very high potential. Oh, it's a kid. The kid's wearing hunter's orange and packing a rifle. Yeah, he could be 12. Yeah, he's wearing a hunter's safety vest. And we've been sitting here at the game cart for a while, and we just spotted down here in the bottom a youth. I could tell through the binoculars he's wearing a hunter safety orange vest that he got from Hunter Education. That's a good sign. There is a youth hunter there with a rifle. So it's a good sign that potentially the cow was harvested legally. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How come you're breathing so hard?
Huh?
How come you're breathing so hard?
Steve, we've been carrying an elk.
Oh, who shot the elk?
Me.
You did?
Had about a 550-yard shot.
You did? When did you shoot that?
Yesterday.
Did you? Is your gun unloaded?
Oh, yes.
Okay. How old are you?
13.
13? We'll make sure your gun's unloaded
Yeah.
for me? Right on.
Yeah, it's unloaded.
Okay. How many of you are there? 4?
Yeah, 5.
5, okay.
Yeah, we're packing this big elk. I shot it yesterday, and we just packed it like 10 miles away from this ridge over here. We had to walk down to the draw, come this way.
Holy cow.
It was a
10
big
miles? You'd have been down to the highway.
Well, not exactly 10 miles. Over
It felt like 10 miles anyway, huh?
Yeah, we're packing this up.
I asked him why he was breathing so hard, and he said, well, we hiked 10 miles with that elk, and as the crow flies, 10 miles would put him across the Bitterroot River in a whole different hunting district. You only got 40 more yards to go, you'll have her done. Easy said, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that your guys' red and white Dodge then, parked up
Yeah.
above there? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Got North Dakota plates on it. Somebody just moved here from North
Oh, we
Dakota?
just we worked out there this summer and bought that truck out there when we were out there.
You were
So
working in the oil fields? Or?
we were doing construction out there.
Our friend AJ, he has like 100 pounds on his back.
Okay.
Does he really?
Yeah, and then he's carrying a head, which is like another.
Oh, I know.
That's why I dropped that last.
Now, where's your tag at?
Okay.
Okay.
Was all like, I left the tag in over the ear overnight, so so people know it's mine.
Sure. Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
A little bloody.
Good. And he said his sister got one down here too?
Yeah.
All right. Brandon Blackwood. All right. Good job, Brandon.
It's my first year getting anything. Last year I didn't get anything because I didn't really know where to go. But
You say you got a deer already too?
yeah, 2 days ago, a day before I got my elk. It was about 175 yards away. I got it right behind the shoulder. Ran about 20 yards and then it just dropped.
Wow, what kind of deer?
Doe, whitetail.
Doe whitetail?
I don't really care about the horns or not, and I just want the meat. The meat's
Yeah,
always the dog.
yeah, you bet. Now that we see that the hunters are all younger fellas, the first kid that came up was actually the individual that harvested the elk, and he's quite small in stature, but he was still 13 years of age. And so, is that truck belong to one of you fellas then?
I think it's Damon's.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Is he one of the guys down here? Then?
He was the guy that was just up here. He
Oh, okay.
Second one up.
Oh, okay.
We were looking up here, down there, we're all carrying it, we saw a truck, we were like...
Yeah, I stopped, I was like, there's a truck in. That means the road's right there. Cool.
Light at the end of the tunnel, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
at the end of the tunnel, I was seeing spots, so I stopped.
You were working pretty hard, yeah.
Me and my friend Damon, we didn't think I was gonna get it, but I was just like, I'll take a shot. And I shot, and the wind carried it and hit it right here in the jugular and the neck bone, so it just dropped instantly.
Dropped right away. So you only shot once?
Yep, only shot once.
What caliber?
270.
Oh, good deal. Congratulations. It's kind of cool. We talk about recruitment of young hunters and not having, young hunters that are interested in this kind of stuff anymore, and all they want to do is play video games and get in trouble. Them kids ain't playing video games. They're working hard. Good job, guys. Hats off to you. How many guys do that anymore?
With everything done legally, Captain Jeff Dara has only one little issue to deal with.
There's one of you here that's old enough to drink beer.
That'd be me.
Is that your beer can up
Yep.
on? Okay, now how old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
18.
13. All right, cool. He's got his tag validated, but once you get up to the truck, tape it on the leg. The evidence of sex, which is good, it is on there. The udders are still on. Whether you did you mean to do that? Cool, you did it right. You did everything right. Because you did do everything right, I'll offer you a ride if you want to ride to the gate. Okay, all right. The only thing I'm gonna ask is I'm gonna ask you, and you guys have been super guys, and you've been truthful with me, and you did a great thing. But we got some litter issues, okay? Your granola bars that you had,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, your wrappers are kind of blowing around. Okay, so I just need you to pick those up. All right. And the other thing is there's one of you here that's old enough to drink beer.
That'd be me.
Is that your beer can up on the hill?
I was gonna grab it on the way out.
Okay. Hello. Hey, Lou. Hey, pretty good. It turned out to be a 13-year-old kid clear down here at the end of the road with four of his buddies, all in that 15 to 20 year age range, and they packed a cow elk out of a hole. They got it. They got evidence of sex. They got the tag. They got it. They got everything. So we're loading it in the back of the truck, and I'm going to save them a 2-mile hike out of here. Yeah, no, it had all the signs of being something illegal, but actually turned out to be 5 kids that did it all right. And hats off to them for doing it right. They wasn't a big safari or anything like that, but for them it'll be a hunt that they'll remember for sure.
750 miles to the east in Region 7, Warden Steve Marks and Todd Enders compare stories after questioning suspects.
He's admitted that, they killed all these birds.
All of them?
He says about 40 of them.
He's admitting to killing 20 this season, so.
Well,
throwing them in there.
He said there was, between the two of them, probably they'd killed about 20, 25. And then between his dad and the friend, there was probably another 15 or 20. And then their 2 coaches have been hunting with him too a couple of times. Have you got anywhere with the deer?
He's admitting that he told he shot a whitetail buck, but he's saying there's no picture.
Okay.
What's he saying?
My guy's saying that nobody shot, he doesn't know of anybody that shot a whitetail buck last year.
Yeah, that's what I was told, that he was showing a picture of a whitetail buck and saying he killed it, and it was just the head.
Sure.
What's your guy saying? He's shooting for a rifle.
He says he shoots a 30-06.
My guy's saying they both shoot 30-06. Which doesn't match that headless carcass down here.
Right.
So this whitetail head was just something they found, is what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
We got to get to the bottom of this stuff here, okay?
Let's do that.
Because And I'm giving you your opportunity to be straight and square with me right now about the whitetail buck up towards Sydney.
After a lengthy interview, the real story comes to light. The suspect found a dead deer, severed the head, and took pictures so he could brag to his friends.
We found a dead carcass.
I'm here to tell you there's more to hunt than killing the biggest buck. So don't let that bother you.
I know, but
hey, what I want to know is whether you messed up and poached a deer last year or not.
I did not poach.
And after visiting with you, I don't think that you did, okay?
That's where we're at.
I don't think you killed a deer.
I don't either.
A warden's workload peaks in hunting season, which makes personal time in the field an absolute luxury. Warden Mike Fegley has drawn a coveted mule deer tag and only one day to hunt. Will he be able to connect with a trophy of a lifetime? You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Ask a game warden what his or her passion is, and hunting is probably on the top of their list.
You know, just the opportunities that are here. I mean, to be able to one day, be at a mountain lake and the next day be, looking at world-class mule deer, and the next day to be elk hunting.
With a passion for hunting, Warden Mike Fegley was lucky enough to draw a coveted mule deer tag in a trophy unit of western Montana. Just like every other hunter, he sent in his application and could only wait for the results of the drawing.
Well, I started hunting as a kid, started hunting like most people do with the family. It's kind of a family tradition. My dad went to deer camp, and so that was, I was like most kids waiting at the door when he came home to see what was on the roof of the station wagon, and, just getting excited about when I got my opportunity. After deer hunting in Pennsylvania and pheasant hunting and goose hunting and rabbit hunting and doing all that, just wanted to try new things and up the ante a little bit. Just seeing big mule deer and elk and big country, and the fact that you're not hunting a woodlot or a small piece of ground where you can get out and you can spend 6-8 hours hiking on public ground, open fair chase hunting, there's just nothing like it. One of the bigger challenges when you take on a job as a game warden, especially in standalone districts or small towns or areas where you're real busy throughout hunting season, you worry about losing the ability to go out and hunt. You can't take a week off during the general season and go pack into a wall tent camp and do things like that. So you just have to learn to kind of pick around the edges, do it a little differently. You do get to take your days, a lot of times during the week, so you have a lot less hunting pressure, and you just put them together as you can. So yeah, you don't hunt as much, but the trade-off is when you're in the field, doing these things every day, seeing the elk, seeing the deer, seeing the hunters, and most every warden I know is a sportsman, big game hunter. They want to be out there doing these things, and it's nice to be on the other end of it, especially with something special like this, with a permit that is a once-in-a-lifetime hunt, a once-in-a-lifetime draw, and you might not have the time to put into it that somebody else would, but the enjoyment's still there. It's a great pleasure to get out and be on the other side of it once in a while and see this resource. I mean, we've worked this district hard for years, and it's been a real priority of enforcement. We've done everything from asking the Mule Deer Foundation has given us money for decoys and for patrols and all kinds of things. So that's the resource that we're protecting. That's what we're out here trying to do, so that not just us, obviously, but everybody has that opportunity. And so I got 2 boys, and I want to see them have those same opportunities. And obviously management is a big part of it, and enforcement is too, and keeping those good genes in the pool, and keeping those big animals out there long enough that a legal hunter can get a good mature buck.
Captain Jeff Darrow will be joining Mike on this hunt.
Jeff, you know, obviously same thing. When you're working, you work together a lot, but you don't get a lot of time to go out and do those sorts of things. So, you know, when you, and Jeff, I don't know who was more excited about the tag, me or Jeff. And so he was right from the beginning saying, man, I'd really like to go with you. I'd like to be a part of that. That's going to be a fun hunt. That's part of what I like about having opportunities is when you have that kind of public access and public land, and you can go, I mean, how many people sitting in a tree stand somewhere get to see 8, 10, 12 bucks in a day? Granted, not all big corkers, but just the fact that you can go look at that much ground and see that many animals, and it's nice to, you know, it's a hunt. That's the beauty of fair chase hunting, with open public ground, accessible ground, that you can go out and beat the brush and look around and look around. And well, we had spotted this deer earlier in the day. He was high on some private ground. We didn't have permission to go on and hunt, and we were hoping he'd move down as those does were feeding down towards the creek bottom. So when we got there, he was in the bottom, and as soon as we started moving on him, he just beat feet up the deepest canyon he could get into, and we thought we could get around him. We went kind of just right up the gut because it was getting late, and we knew this was kind of the only chance we had at him. Fortunately for us, that actually worked in our favor because those does went up a different ridge, and we thought he was on that ridge, and Jeff spotted him talking about yardage and, you know, trying to figure out where the best place was to take a shot. And fortunately, it took me a couple of minutes because the buck we were looking at wasn't the one that we had seen earlier. It was a smaller one. And about that time, when that big guy had got in behind us, he went up a different draw than we thought he was in, and he was sneaking off, but then he saw that little buck going after the doe that he had been following, and that kind of got his ire up a little bit, and he came blasting out of the canyon after that doe to kick that other buck off. And about that time, Jeff yelled at me, hey, not the first one, not the first one. When I saw him, there was no doubt. You knew exactly that was the deer. When he went up there at first, he got up high, and I was trying to reposition and get to where I could take a shot and get my heart to stop pumping so I could actually get the crosshairs to sit steady, and started moving towards that other doe, and she was moving off. And when he finally came down on the bench, he gave me a broadside shot, and I'm gonna go ahead and take him. It was a little shaky for a little bit, so I had to take a few breaths, and Jeff was giving me the confidence factor. You can get him, you can make the shot.
Western Montana is home to some of the largest mule deer in the U.S., and Region 2 Warden investigator Mike Fegley has just shot a trophy of a lifetime.
And I was telling Mike to hurry up and get, in position to shoot. And then all of a sudden that one come out of the right. Oh, that's the one there. Mike goes, that's a long ways away. I said, just hold it right at top of the back.
Then I had to run through the bottom of the draw and get up on that next ridge to go get him.
Hey Mike, we're gonna go to town and get some supper, and we'll be back in a little while. We'll meet you down by the bus.
I had given Jeff my backpack so I could go a little bit lighter, and he went back to the truck and got the game cart.
Well, we're down here in the Bitterroot Valley today with Mike Fegley and Steve Puppy, and it's Game Warden Day off. Mike had a special mule deer tag for this area, and we've been glassing bucks, and we spotted this one this evening. We were lucky enough to get on him, and Mike made a great shot, probably, 350 yards probably. Nice buck, Mike. Congratulations.
I'm very happy. I kind of like this end of the rifle once in a while. Yeah, it's nice to get out. You kind of forget about the enjoyable parts of being out in the field when you're just running and gunning and it's busy, and the season seems to fly by. So just one day out here that can make all the difference. Gets the guy motivated to go back to work and get the guys doing it the wrong way.
I thought he was gonna get away because that one doe was going towards the fence.
I couldn't get my freaking heart to stop.
I'm going, Mike, you have to take him. He's getting away. He's getting away.
I'm trying to do my combat breathing. Take a breath, and those crosshairs were just doing this with every heartbeat, and then finally I got to where they were.
That's awesome.
Back in Region 7, Warden Steve Marks has come to a conclusion with the waste of the game birds.
These aren't your guys'?
The birds we kill, we clean. Yeah.
Well, somebody killed these.
Somebody did, yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't be piled up down there like that.
But like, I don't know, I've noticed a few doves like laying out the parking lot and stuff too.
You know, and then of course we got, you know, the thigh meat not taken.
Yeah, I understand the thigh meat and stuff.
Okay. You guys both shot some of these grouse, right?
Yeah, 2 shots, yeah.
Okay. I think, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut you a pretty good break, being you're in college, but still we need to hold you accountable for this, okay? We're gonna write you a ticket for one each for wasting grouse, and 1 each for wasting pheasants. Okay, for wasting a thigh meat, yeah. Okay? We could write you a ticket for every bird.
I know. Do that, I'm going home. My dad's gonna send me to work.
Okay? And I want you guys, I mean, being we're gonna cut you a break, I want you guys to tell the other students up here if there is anybody else doing this,
I'm spreading the word.
what needs to be done, okay? You guys have any questions about any of the laws at all? Okay. We'll write that up and we'll be done with this, okay? We did get 4 individuals to admit to wasting birds and having birds in the pile, and we ended up issuing 7 counts of waste for wasting pheasants and sharp-tailed grouse. 1 individual wasn't involved in killing any grouse, so we ended up with 2 counts to 3 of the individuals and 1 count of waste to the other individual.
What'll it get for? I'm at $30,000 even money there. 30,000, thank you, sir. Now 35,000, $35,000 sold.
Today we're having a trophy auction. It's mainly confiscated animals, pretty much from the western half of Montana. It's about 2.5 years worth from 4 regions. We're going to sell it today to the highest bidder. Our evidence lockers are full. It's time to clean them out.
I'm here just to see what prices are going for on some of these items today. I like to pick up a few set of ram skulls with horns, maybe a elk rack or 2, and just mount them up, maybe sell them, maybe keep them for my own.
Did a real public campaign here to let people know that this was going to be out today. We put it in the newspaper, it was on the website, it was on TV, on the radio. Wanted to get the word out so everybody would know. It looks like we got a good crowd. It's kind of like a garage sale. You say 9 o'clock, they're here at 7, so we're getting an early crowd, so it's a pretty good indicator that we're going to have a lot of folks here today bidding on the items.
This auction is open to the public, which includes taxidermists, horn collectors, and even hunters trying to buy back their confiscated animals.
I used to be an outfitter or a guide and never kept anything back when I used to hunt and guide hunt, so I'm gonna just put together kind of a collection.
We've got elk, whitetails, muleys, bison, rams, antelope, lion, you name it, pretty much it's here. I don't think there are any wolves or grizzly, but other than that, if Montana has it, it's here. The funds all go back into the state fund, anything generated from today. But man, there are some gorgeous skulls here. I'm looking at these 2 nice whitetails that come in a 2-pack. Who knew? And the beautiful elk over there. I've got to get my hands on a ram skull because they're just super hard to find. This is the only state that if you find them, you can't keep them. So there's a lot of goodies here that I'm hoping to get my hands on.
We had a pneumonia outbreak. So, you know, so some of them are just sheep that we had to put down because they were, you know, to keep it from spreading in the herd. Okay. So that's why there's so many sheep heads.
take an illegal animal in Montana, we will catch you. It may not be right away. We'll track you down and we will catch you, and your animal will end up in this sale.
$100 where? Put them at $100 even money there. Put them where? Put them at $100 bid. That's $50 where? 50-50. Put them at 50. Put them at $25 now. $25 there. $30 there. $40 now. $50 sir. That's $50 even money there. 50-50. Put them at 50. Put them at $50 now. $40 over here. $50 now. 50-50 and die. Sold you owe $40 number 238 to buy. $40 number 238.
Most of the deer and elk racks you see were poached. We have a lot of sheep heads here today, probably a world record number of sheep heads at the sale today, mainly because we had a pneumonia die-off in several of our sheep districts last year.
I thought it went too high, but it's all great. It goes back to the state fund. But I'm still waiting on the ram. They haven't gotten any of the ram skulls yet. They've got about 100 of them here, so hopefully I can get my hands on at least one of them.
We've got some shoulder mounts that we have behind me here. They were seized on search warrants. People took them illegally.
About $6.5, now $7. Dandy with a pink money, $6.5 gonna be $7. Young lady, you want some of this too? $7. $6.5 gonna be $7 there, and $7 and $7 and $7 sold right this way somewhere. $650. Buyer number 304. Now don't want to miss anybody. 3 1/4. 3 are gonna quarter down. Put them at 25. Sold $300 right here. Your number 255. 255. The buyer.
The crowd whittles down as buyers load their new treasures, but there are still a few people who stay for the final item.
Getting down to the end. She's about done.
13.75. 14 under down. Well, now look what you started. 14 under down quarter.
I'll go for it.
Yep, now it's 75. And now 15. 1500. 15. Yep. 15 and quarter now half. Now we've got a new
15 and a quarter.
Over on the left half. 15,
Either way.
25.
Yep.
50. Now 75, man. Now 50. Now 75. Now 75. I don't want this again. 15, 15, 15, 75. You want to do 50, 75, you're out. All in and all done. Ladies just sold it for $1,550. The buyer number 147. Thank you.
That's what we came here to do.
Good job, FW.
I think you got the best arm too, and still too.
Coming up, Region 6 wardens take to the air over the Missouri River breaks in search of any illegal activities for the bighorn sheep opener.
Wardens is brought to you in part by Mahindra, the world's #1 selling tractor.
Region 6 wardens Shane Reno and Wes Odekoven are saddling up for a saturation patrol on opening day of the bighorn sheep hunting season in the Missouri River breaks. The operation includes ground, water, and aerial assets. Less than 1% of those applying will get a tag for this hunt. While scouting a location, Wes has reported finding a trail camera.
So what Wes found was a trail camera on a tree next to a water tank underneath a tree stand. So it's a elk hunting situation where someone's got a tree stand hanging over a water hole where elk are watering. And it's not legal to use a trail camera during the hunting season.
Even though the focus of this saturation patrol is bighorn sheep, opening day of the archery elk season overlaps and the wardens want to find out more.
Now let's go take a look. I'll follow you. See, the sheep patrol has suddenly turned into a archery elk patrol with possible illegal use of cameras.
Arriving on the scene, the first thing wardens find is a motorcycle with a license plate from America's 50th state.
That's gotta be a first for me, seeing a motorcycle from Hawaii.
The motorcycle may or may not be part of the trail camera situation. the wardens decide to investigate further and zero in on the tree stand.
Where's the camera at? Okay.
Well, it is illegal to leave the camera up during hunting season while the season's actually going on.
It is, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
You didn't have any awareness of that?
I sure didn't, yeah.
Okay. All right, it's been actually in effect since 1999, was it?
Yeah.
99.
Really?
Yeah.
Regardless of when laws are enacted and what they specify, it's the responsibility of the individual to know the law, so this hunter will receive a citation.
Well,
what kind of a citation is that? I mean, is that?
Well, it's a misdemeanor citation, similar to running a stop sign, you know.
The trail camera that was intended to gather elk scouting intel will be removed, and the hunter will have to get it back through the court system.
I've written here that I took the one stealth cam and I wrote down the serial number. This is all your information up here. Down here, it's just our code for the possession of the motion tracking device and using it. Right here, I just wrote that it was unlawful possession of the motion tracking device, and that I observed you on the tree stand. Over top of that, any other questions on it?
Nope.
Okay. Montana hunters put through the legislation of Montana that they did not want trail cameras used for the purposes of scouting during the hunting season.
300 miles to the west in Region 4, Warden Brian Goley has come across some illegal off-road activity.
What is he doing? Ooh. 414-410.
Go ahead.
Well, if you want to come up the Beartooth, I got a guy in a pickup way up on a mountain.
I copy, in or out, where do you need us?
Well, it's on the way up. He's sitting on a hill, so I don't know how he got where he's at, but it's not good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good hike on foot. There ain't no roads up there.
What is this kid doing? He's gonna try to run on us, I think. Whoop. I just shocked, I guess.
This joyrider is driving on fragile ground in the Beartooth Wildlife Management Area, an area clearly marked off-roading prohibited. Warden Goley pulls him over while a BLM official backs him up on this stop.
What are you doing?
I just seen a trail and I was just following it.
Okay. How many people you got in here?
Yeah.
Okay, shut your truck off. What are you doing climbing up on the hill?
I was just...
Take your seatbelt off, step outside. Is your truck in gear?
No, it's in park.
Put it in park and come back here. Come over, stand right here. You know it's illegal to do what you're doing?
No.
Okay, where are you from? Hands on there. You got any guns on you or anything? You just driving around for the heck of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got a driver's license? Okay. I mean, you're tearing your truck up too. Okay, why don't you just stand there? Don't move.
It turns out the individual has a friend with him just ahead in another truck who also may be tearing up the hillside.
Right there. Oh, is he in another truck out here or something? He's right there.
Has he been climbing too?
No, that was the first. That was our first. I honestly didn't know that when I left. I seen a trail, so I just figured that it was right.
Okay, did you read any of the signs?
Just the wildlife one.
Any of them that say what the rules are here?
No fireworks.
Okay. Do you know whose land this is?
State, as far as I know.
But you don't know, do you? So you just took a guess? Do you think that was smart? I mean, you could be arrested for that. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to read you your rights. You understand that? Because this is a violation. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her present with you while being questioned. Do you understand the rights I've just read you?
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Warden Brian Goley has just witnessed a vehicle driving in a restricted area of the Beartooth Wildlife Management Area. He's pulled him over and read him his rights. Wardens are concerned about the damage to the WMA, but are also concerned about the potential of a vehicle starting a forest fire.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand the rights I've just read you? Okay. Wow. I just can't believe that. 414 410. Okay, we got them stopped here. There's two of them. I got the BLM guys with me. He's going to check it out and see if the other truck was climbing too, but I got my main suspect here, so we're going to talk it out, see what we need to do.
This youngster is getting a solid dose of how law enforcement works on Montana's public lands. His carelessness and off-road driving not only damaged the terrain, but also endangered his passengers.
So you're going to get a commission rule and reg violation, which is a basic violation of driving off established roads. And then you're going to get a disorderly conduct citation, okay? And that's for creating a public nuisance or endangering the lives of people on the game range, which is you and your passenger. Okay, these are not criminal codes. They are misdemeanor fish and game codes, which means that you will not have a criminal history with anybody other than Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, you're free to leave. It is a constant problem that we have up here in the summer. People think that they can do what they want on these game ranges, and really, we try to protect them as much as we possibly can.
150 miles to the northwest in Region 1, Warden Nathan Reiner is patrolling on Flathead Lake. It's the 4th of July, and Parks Warden Brian Schwartz is riding along with Warden Reiner, and tonight their primary concern is public safety. They come across a boat operating without its lights on.
We need some lights on.
Excuse me?
We need some lights with your dancing. Lights?
Oh, lights. Okay.
You do that for me? All right.
Have a good night, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Just dancing along, yeah. Well, you can get some lights on for us? Lights on, please.
I might hear you better now.
Lights on? We need to have you put the lights on.
Your lights.
You need your white one on the back like this.
There's a whole bunch of cars all of a sudden, so watch out. Coming up behind. Okay, and we will direct them where to park.
You usually got to stick it's usually a pole like this. You got to put it in. It goes in that place right there.
I'm not a boat guy, but I'm learning.
All right.
I got it right here. Okay, there you guys. Here.
And which one of you is operating this boat?
Sorry.
Who's driving this boat?
What?
Who's driving the boat?
So I'm wondering, where does this go? Right here?
Right there, yeah.
Okay.
You get a little closer to Brian. All right, now turn that black part. You push the black part down.
Great, sorry.
No, we're not done with you yet.
I think it's secure.
No, put it down, the black piece. Which one of you is operating this? Who's driving the boat, ma'am? You're driving the boat?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Flathead Lake in northwestern Montana has seen its share of boating accidents in the recent years, most of them involving alcohol or just general carelessness. Warden Nathan Reiner and Parks Warden Brian Schwartz have come across a deadly mix of both.
Which one of you is operating this? Who's driving the boat, ma'am? You're driving the boat?
Yeah.
Are you serious? You're fine? How much have you had to drink today?
You know, we just went to dinner over at
That's great. I thought the
May. We just came out here.
No, not the street.
All right, where's your boat going at? Where's your boat?
Pardon me?
Where'd you put your boat in at?
Right over here in the,
So you live over here?
it's kind of freaking me out.
Where are you from?
Big Fork?
So do you have a place in the lake here?
Yes. Right over here.
Yeah, I can tell you've had too much to drink. Because it's just like driving a boat, just like driving a car. You can't drive when you're impaired. You understand that?
But I'm...
Well, you know what? I can operate a raft real well, but not real diligent on a boat, but can do her.
How long have you been sitting out here?
I just got out here about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Okay. And have you been drinking much out here at all?
No.
We have not, no.
So you haven't drank anything since you got out here?
Nope, we haven't.
No.
Okay, well that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have her come in here so we can do some tests on her to see how she does.
You know, we're out here to enjoy the fireworks, and we were out here racing around.
Oh yeah, I understand that. You're being very cooperative, and you haven't done anything except didn't have your lights on. But now that we're talking, I can't leave you.
Well, and
if you go out and wreck your boat, we're going to be liable for letting you go.
And I understand that.
So ma'am, you're not under arrest. Just need you to come in here so we can do some tests in your eyes and see how much you had to drink to see if you can drive.
Well, and I'm, if she can, I'm not. I can do snowcast, motorcycles, whatever else. I'm not a boat guy, but you know what?
I understand that.
I can operate it.
All right, well,
yeah.
I can have you give me a breath test, and if you're below the legal limit, then maybe we can let you do that.
Honey, you're fine.
Excuse me?
Go ahead, honey. You're fine.
Go ahead,
Blow whatever they want.
Maybe we need to check you too, because you're the one that was driving. That's just to see if he can drive the boat back.
I'm not driving the boat.
But you said you drove it out here. 15 minutes ago is what you said. Right?
Holy cow.
Isn't that what you told me? That's not correct?
Thank you.
So, Lafayette, here, stand right over here, would you? All right, can you take off your hat for me, please?
Sure.
Thank you. All right, do you have hard contacts in?
Yeah.
Are they hard contacts or soft contacts?
Soft.
They're soft, okay. All right, you see the tip of the pin up here?
Yep.
Can you see that? Can you look at the tip of the pin for me?
No.
You can't see it or you can't look at it?
No, I just won't. I can't.
Why not? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Can you see it?
I'm not gonna do that.
Not gonna do that? Why is that?
I'm fine.
Well, let me see if you're fine.
I know I am.
But let me check your eyes. We'll tell if you're fine.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
my flashlight doesn't work. All right, look up here. Nope, follow the tip, see the tip of the pin? I want you to just look at the tip of the pin, okay?
Yeah.
All right, now what you do is follow it. Don't take your eyes off it, just follow it.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go.
Fine.
Oh, keep going.
No, I'm watching
All right, we're still going here. Stay with me a little longer.
it. I know I am.
Up here. All right, here. All right, got a breath test. Okay.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Today, Region 2 Wardens sold seized antlers and other game at their annual auction, while Region 4 Warden Brian Goley found a joyrider on the Beartooth Game Range. Flathead Lake's 4th of July celebration finds an intoxicated boater looking at a possible DUI.
All right, got a breath test.
The saturation patrol on the opening day of sheep hunting in the Missouri Breaks continues in Region 6. The task at hand gets increasingly difficult as the stakes are high for hunters on a once-in-a-lifetime trophy hunt.
Critter doesn't have a chance if you got somebody in an airplane overhead flying around keeping track of it. And then you'll walk a hunter.
Wardens make sure their presence is known in an effort to preserve the resource and ensure hunter accountability. They pull out all the stops in their enforcement effort and fire up an aircraft to run an observation patrol. Will they find anything fishy going on below from their big eye in the sky? "300 miles to the west in Region 4 near Holter Lake, Warden Brian Goley is in hot pursuit of a reckless driver.
I mean, she just about hit these guys. She's got the real jump on me too. She knew I was turning around, so she gassed it. You see her anywhere? Little Jeep, white Jeep. You see how fast I'm going? And she's gone. You see the beer can just come out? Right there. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Scared me a little back there, about run me over.
Almost ran you over?
Yeah, on the corner.
Oh.
Do you have a driver's license?
Oh. Yes, I have a driver's license.
Yeah, and then the other girl that you almost hit complained too.
Oh, what?
That was because we had a bee in the vehicle.
All right.
We were
Yeah.
swatting the bee out.
All right, I just have to make sure. I mean, you came that close to hitting me and her.
Okay.
No,
when I turn around the
we
corner.
have a girl that's we don't have an EpiPen.
Oh.
And she is.
Is she having a fit?
allergic, yeah.
Okay.
So we had.
Do you need to have medical?
No, she didn't get stung. We were getting it out. That's all we were doing.
Okay. I thought you were in a hurry. Have you been drinking beer or anything?
I'm not.
I had one at the campsite.
Did you drop a beer down here? Because I'm going to go get it. I saw right where it was. Did you drop a beer or not?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, step out and come back here. Okay, you can't be littering. And why did you do that?
That's fine.
Have you ever been in trouble before?
No, actually.
All right. All right.
You can run my ID.
Where are you from?
California.
Okay. Well, we write tickets for littering, okay?
I understand that.
And I understand the bee, but you guys almost wiped me out, okay? And I'm not harping on you because of the driving, but you didn't need to throw the beer can out.
No, you're right, Brian. I apologize.
All right.
I'll go pick that up.
Do you have an ID?
Yeah, I do.
I'll be picking the beer can up. You just hang tough. Are you a military guy or?
Yeah, well, prior military, prior ranger.
All right. So Arizona?
Arizona and California, a little bit of everything.
Okay.
The initial stop is a traffic violation for erratic driving, which is outside of the warden's jurisdiction. They do, however, ticket for littering.
Ma'am, you got to slow down on the corners, and I just don't think you were looking.
I wasn't. It was just frantic.
I know. And if you'd hit us and went off that, it would have been really bad for all of us,
I
okay?
understand.
So just be really careful, all right? So you'll get a warning for that, okay? Thank you. Okay, do you have $135?
No, I do not.
That's what it costs for littering.
That's why I'm willing to go pick it up for you.
Near Holter Lake in Region 4, Warden Brian Goley witnessed a passenger throw a beer can out of a vehicle that had just been stopped for driving erratically.
I mean, there's just no reason to throw that out.
All right, well, I thought that's what it was attracting to be, so you're right.
Well, the only reason you threw the beer can out is because I started to pull you over.
Actually, I used to be a cop, and I wouldn't be
So you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that dumb.
So you used to be a cop and you threw a beer can out, and you know the open container law in Montana?
No, like I said, I'm not from here, so
all right.
I'm not.
Okay, well,
what is it since you have me
you
here?
cannot have an open container in your vehicle, and you can't just throw them out.
Okay, and I understand that.
And why don't you go up there and tell your daughter you're okay, and that you're not going to jail or nothing? Is it your daughter in the middle?
Yeah.
I just don't want her to be upset, because she got upset, okay? Just tell her you're okay. Are you guys all residents of Montana then?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Is she okay then?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you come around here and get in the passenger seat of my truck, okay? Who bought the beer?
Backseat passenger. Right.
Do you have, and that's your daughter?
Yeah.
So you're just a single dad?
Yeah, same. Her mom is in the military, stationed at Texas, retraining in Texas.
Okay. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you go. And I'm gonna check your record to make sure you have no fish and game crimes and no littering or anything like that on your record. I'm gonna give your ID back, you go back and get the can. Understand? Free to go. See you later. Okay, have a good, safe holiday. Daniel, it was up a lot farther than that. Just on the edge. Don't hang around. If you don't find it, you don't find it.
I'm just going to pick up everything I see on my way.
Thanks, dude. See you later.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It just happened, all right? See you later. Be careful. Yeah. Picking up all the garbage. I'm good to go with that.
"150 miles to the northwest in Region 1 on Flathead Lake, Warden Nathan Reiner is still dealing with an intoxicated boater.
I'm not going to do it.
You're not going to give a breath test?
No.
Okay. We're going to give a breath test so we know you're okay to drive, else I'm going to tow you back home.
You know, no, I don't think
Seriously.
I am.
Ma'am, I can't let you go. It's either.
I mean, you don't have any cause to ask me for one. I don't.
Because I am liable if you drive and you crash into these people.
I realize that, but so are all of these other people that are operating.
And to be honest, sir, you're showing signs of impairment too.
Excuse me?
You're showing signs of impairment too.
That's your opinion.
Yeah. That is my opinion. You're correct.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So your choices are, one, I can give you a breath test, see if maybe you're plumb legal, then we'll let you drive. It's no problem. Or two, we can just tow you home so you don't have to worry about it.
Well, I mean, that's fine too.
You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel. Bighorn sheep hunting at the Missouri River breaks can be one of the most challenging hunts in Montana. Privatization of public hunting grounds can put world-class bighorns in close proximity to grazing lands, which increases the spread of disease. Hunters often operate out of remote camps, which challenges wardens to be in command of the areas they patrol. This aerial operation helps wardens stay on top of the situation. Pilot Greg Tellman is joined by Warden Wes Odekoven. Their plane is a Piper Super Cub, a popular choice of bush pilots. It's great for slow speed observations and short takeoff and landing. They'll fly about 3 hours over a 50-mile stretch of the Missouri River. Wardens patrol this largely road-free area and get a read on hunter activity across the rugged breaks terrain, which drops over 1,000 vertical feet at the river basin. The pilot and an observer in the back report to ground units details from high elevation passes and low canyons as they follow the terrain in the Super Cub. They can also monitor other air traffic that might be using aircraft to spot animals, which is illegal during the hunting season.
Once we get closer towards you, how high do you want us?
Fairly low. Yeah, we were gonna maybe hike up on top of this ridge. If there's a way you could fly down below us. With such a vast area, what we're coming up with today is there's hasn't been many hunters in areas where there traditionally been sheep.
400 miles to the west in Region 1, Warden Nathan Reiner is about to come to a conclusion to his 2 firecracker boaters.
All right, yeah, here we go again, another towing.
I still love you.
Where do you go inside the harbor, the little harbor?
You know that little tiny boat harbor?
That goes all the way back in there?
Yeah, can you take us there?
Yeah. Well, you gotta let us know where, which side of the harbor are you on, and how far back in there are you? Sure, I think I'm the one that towed you in 2 years ago. Well, we ran these folks just floating out in the water, getting ready to watch fireworks, and didn't have a light on and no validation decal, and obviously showing of impairment. I didn't see him driving or anything, and then I did HGN, and she couldn't follow the pin at all, and so I asked her to give a breath test, and in Montana there's no implied consent rule, so they can refuse a test, and there's no recourse. So anyway, I guess it's her lucky day. I didn't see him driving. We're just gonna tow him back to shore, so we're not liable, and we're not out driving the boat around killing anybody, and we'll go from there.
As they arrive back at the docks, this couple is grateful for the services of Montana game wardens.
You know what? Seriously, dude, you're a good guy. And you can put that on camera. Put it on camera. You know what? After we talk about the story all the time.
Yeah, well, we got to cut back on the drinking a little bit in the boat.
We sing about it's not for the bridge of the fearless, the minnow would be less.
You guys
No,
Sure, I'm Gilligan now.
Yeah,
Huh?
thanks for
Thanks, Eddie.
getting us back in here and being so patient.
All right, guys.
Man, have an awesome night.
Stay put. Yep.
We're walking home.
Okay, we'll do. Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, we'll see you.
All right, we'll try to skate now.
Yeah, you try. Yeah.
Wardens is brought to you in part by Mahindra, the world's #1 selling tractor.
Back over in Region 6, it's opening day for bighorn sheep at the Missouri Breaks. Wes Odekoven is investigating what might be the first harvested bighorn this season. Is it a ram and of trophy quality? And is it true a teenage girl who is the first-time bighorn hunter brought in the animal?
On the opening day of the season, we've just been told by a hunter that there's been a ram harvested by a young lady in the hunting district. It'll be the first ram of the hunting season in hunting district 680.
I'm Wes Odekoven, I'm the game warden in the area. Sweet. Yeah, I guess we'll get to plug a sheep. That's great.
Yes, you will. It's coming. Oh, I just seen them on the flats.
Okay.
They're about halfway back.
The hunters are on their way back with the head and cape. The meat has already been packed out, and Wes needs to take a look.
Are the meat's up here in the shade?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
There is a tag.
It looks like it's already tagged. Guess I could check that. So this tag is Christina Rauscher's, and she got the sheep earlier today. It's dated here September 15th, which is opener of rifle season for general sheep.
Christina Rauscher and her dad Ryan are back in camp. While Christina is a very experienced hunter, this is her first attempt at a bighorn sheep. Christina put in for this hunt 7 years before drawing this tag. Everyone in camp is curious, and wardens waste no time measuring it up.
What we're doing was we're checking a bighorn sheep in for a hunter, young lady who harvested her sheep around noon today. We're measuring the sheep to take all the proper measurements and putting those measurements down on a transportation permit, which will log into the computer system to track the horn size and growth and match to the age of the sheep.
Whoa.
Wow.
Really?
17 and 4.
Wow. Holy smokes.
That's right in the top of the top masses.
So just how old is this ram? Shane Reno counts the rings on the horns.
Yeah, that goes 7.5.
This ram is a mature 7.5-year-old. At 186.5 inches, this ram exceeds the 180 minimum to make the Boone and Crockett record book. Christina stalked 3 hours and killed the animal at 213 yards with one shot from a bolt-action Winchester 30-06.
We're also putting a pin in or a plug in one of the horns of the sheep. And we like to put them in there in a nice spot in a nice way.
I want it on this side.
Want the pin over here because you're going to look at that side?
Mm-hmm. That's how it's been.
You have to be careful when you're putting the pin in to get the hole drilled squarely and put the pin in, place it properly. So when you hammer it in, it goes in straight.
Get it on the pocket.
There you go. You can sign the form.
Sheep is plugged.
It's really neat to see a young lady and her dad have the opportunity to go out and have a hunt of a lifetime on an animal of a lifetime. The sheep that she killed today was a spectacular ram, was 7.5 years old, and just in the prime of his life, which is the time that we like to have him harvested. So it's really neat to see that, the relationship between the father and daughter, and that they're continuing the hunting heritage that we have here in Montana, and to know that it's really neat to be able to keep that going.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah.
This is it. This is it.
Means more than the one you killed, I'll bet.
Oh, a lot more.
Yeah.
That
Cool.
had its own meaning.
Yeah.
213. Really glad.
The hunters just cringe when you actually drill the hole on the horn and stuff, but and then when you go to tap the actual plug into there, sometimes it can bend on you when you're tapping it in there if you don't get it going straight or if the hole's not big enough for anything, and then you got to pull the plug out, and hunters just get worried when you're actually plugging it and stuff, but you get enough experience at it and everything, then yeah, it gets pretty easy after a while actually.